Welcome back to Trailer Talk here on Scrumptious Unscripted. We are giving you the next 2 weekends of box office releases. And whew, there's a lot of sequels going on. However, I'm pretty excited about some of them. I'm not gonna lie.
All right. What's interesting is it's front loaded for these 2 weeks. June 10th, you have 3 options, and they all look potentially boring. Warcraft, the movie.
I want it to be good.
A lot of pre-review talk is that it's not good. However, a lot of that is coming from huge World of Warcraft fans. It's already been stated this is not World of Warcraft. This is Warcraft the movie based on the first Warcraft game loosely. And they said if this movie does well and they make more, then they'll introduce more races and caricatures and characters and caricatures.
Yeah, why not?
Things. More things stuff.
Different things.
Until the final verdict and the movie's actually out, it could be one of those way too serious action films. And it's Blizzard pretty much had a hand in the whole thing, right? And while they know their hype machine and they know their video games, they have yet to prove that they can make a movie. So audience is going to be out on this one.
I hope it's good, because you know what? If it's good, then we could end up with an Overwatch movie.
Well, they're going to release enough
the
shorts.
Worst thing that happened.
They should just get Pixar to do that one at this point. Like, we don't need a live-action Overwatch movie.
No, I wouldn't want it to be live action. I wish they took more the route like Capcom does, a lot of like straight to DVD or limited release like
Stuff.
Game movies, and they're actually quite good.
Yeah, unlike Street Fighter the movie, the live action, the last film by the amazing Raul Julia.
The who now? With the what?
M. Bison. I'm sad. He's one of my favorite actors.
Oh.
Anyhow, on to less sad things, maybe. Now You See Me 2. The unasked for sequel from the unliked original.
Really? I actually had fun watching the original, so...
I had to stop. Yeah, that's why I had to stop and say unliked. Okay, yeah, because I can take that as a personal. I didn't like it. Some people liked it. Some people thought it was enjoyable. I thought there was some good acting. And that's it. I thought Dave Franco was really fun to watch, and that really pretty much ends it for me.
I keep trying to like Jesse Eisenberg, and I just don't.
I love Jesse Eisenberg in many films because I lucked out. I feel like I've lucked out by really getting into 2 huge actors/actress. Before they got popular, and that is Scarlett Johansson and Jesse Eisenberg, by seeing Roger Dodger and the other movie that's on my shelf that I can't see from here, where Scarlett Johansson, it was actually a adaptation of a comic book, was one of her first films. So, and not like action comic book, like one of those drama comic books.
Yeah.
That happened in the late 90s, early 2000s.
Anyway, back to the task at hand.
I'm sorry.
I've seen the trailer for Now You See Me Too. Normally we don't talk about sequels, but hot damn this next 2 weeks. I enjoyed the first one. The second one looks like same concept again. Which
Harry Potter is the bad guy now.
But I want to see that. Is that bad?
No, but...
Okay.
I don't know. I'm afraid it's going to be another gimmick thing. Like, you remember the vampire remake, Fright Night?
Yeah.
We made one of the Doctor Who guys the main bad guy out of nowhere. And it was just more of a gimmicky than anything else. So... anyhow, there's another
don't remind me of how I've now seen David Tennant's inner thighs. I can't handle it.
Pasty British thighs.
Pasty thighs.
Speaking of pasty Britishness, The Conjuring 2 takes place in Great Britain. And it might be scary.
It looks good.
Yeah. We're horror people. I will be seeing that one.
I don't know if I'm going to go pay theater money for it, but it looks good.
I will pay theater money for it, and I will happily tell everyone out there if you would like to know if I think it's worth paying the cash or just wait for it to go Redbox.
Yeah,
But
we'll do a follow up.
that's it with the 10th. On the 17th, you have this huge number of options if you live in LA or New York City. Otherwise, Central Intelligence, starring The Rock, Dwayne Johnson, and Kevin Hart.
Yep.
Kevin
They've
Hart's,
been pushing this hard.
I like Kevin Hart in small doses. I think he was, believe it or not, one of the funniest
Is that a
parts
short
of
joke?
Get Hart. No, that's a comedian joke. I think he was actually one of the best parts of Get Hard because I ended up having to watch that twice, and I actually kind of
Ooh.
felt that he's a decent actor. His shtick just gets boring. But we've got Dwayne Johnson, whose shtick does not get boring.
It hasn't yet.
Oh, I've been dominating the conversation. What do you think? Is this a movie that you think you're going to enjoy?
I think I'm gonna enjoy it. I've seen The Rock do, some light comedic work, not just action, and he's funny. I don't know if you ever watched him. I think he hosted SNL
Yep.
a couple of times. He's funny, so I think taking it in the context of writing him in as a guy who was bullied, who's now like, no, I've just been working out like 12 hours a day for the last 20 years. That's what I do now.
Yeah.
And putting him with somebody like Kevin Hart, who's just almost always in roles where he's picked on in some fashion, whether it's short jokes, things like that.
But in this one, kind of having Dwayne Johnson look up to Kevin Hart is, I think,
Yeah.
a twist. You know.
So it looks like the setup is interesting, and it leads them to do a lot more with it than Kevin Hart's normal routine.
Yeah.
So
Right
from
along.
what I've seen, trailers and TV spots, it looks like there's good writing behind it. Like the jokes that are in those are funny.
Yeah. I honestly think that Mr. Johnson, if I can call him that,
If you may.
I think he's at the point now in his film career where he really is able to pick a lot more hits than misses. I don't think we're ever going to see another Tooth Fairy out of him. I think even his lesser movies are still going to be right there in the median of entertaining, you know. But let's find out in the next 2 weeks.
Yeah, definitely. I think if you're into comedies, it certainly looks like it's worth going to a theater to see. I feel comfortable saying that.
Well, there we go. We got an action. We got a magician. Magic action.
Yeah, you got like a mystery.
Yeah, a horror and a
Yeah.
comedy. So we kind of have four of the core pillar types of films there. Enjoy. Let us know what you liked, what you didn't like. Let us know what we were good on and what you think we totally missed.
And oh my God, if you have kids, I'm so sorry next week. I'm so sorry. So sorry.
But we don't talk about kids' movies.
Yeah, stop buying clownfish. You're making them extinct. That's all I'm going to say. Thanks everybody for watching. We'll see you week after next with some more trailer talk.